Kimbrel still throws strike 4 anyway.
That's it! Yeah! Strike 4! You suck! Go back! Go back to St. Louis!
Woo! Nothing's better than a good Cubs-Cardinals game, especially on Sunday Night Baseball at the best, we can all agree, the best stadium in baseball, the best stadium in the world, Wrigley Field. I haven't been back since I was in Wrigley in October 2019. I went and took a tour of it, so my cousins were in town, but I haven't been to a game there since September 2019, and boy, was it rocking last night.
Yeah!
100% capacity, very few masks. It felt like it was normal, which was awesome. I spent a whole year in 2020 just waiting to go back to Wrigley. Unfortunately, didn't get it, but yesterday made up for it so much. It was actually the quickest game I've ever been to. I don't have the time of the game, but it was such a fast game. Cubs didn't use a single mound visit, and just some of the most electric atmosphere.
Let's go! Let's go!
Your Cubs-Cardinals Sunday Night Baseball, my first sporting event since going to a Laker game in January 2020. It was by far what I could hope for. It was just a great atmosphere. Set in section 212. Remember, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button here on Zoomer. We're posting a lot more baseball videos now. And if you were on that TikTok live last night, they had over 300 viewers. Awesome at Wrigley. I was insane. I'll show some clips from here.
Yes, he did! Yes, he did! Oh! Ooh! Get your eyes checked!
And that, as you saw in the beginning of this video here. But man, I'm gonna be recapping this game and talking about what happened. But boy, was it good to be back at Wrigley. It was good to be back at a baseball game. 100% capacity. Obviously, only 35,000 people there at Wrigley. 6,000 short of full capacity, but man, it sure felt like full. It was a party atmosphere. It's Wrigley how it's supposed to be, man. Not this 25%. No, I was elbow to elbow with everyone next to me. I was with some of my boys, Noah and Zach. We went there. This guy next to me, awesome. Probably had like 18 beers, but he was such a high five and stuff when the game won. Kimbrel. But let's get into it. So I think I'm gonna show a clip here from the national anthem. Just how loud it got at the end just shows what you were in for on Sunday Night Baseball, ESPN, national televised, just absolutely electric atmosphere. As always, it felt like a playoff game. It was only the third game of 100 capacity at Wrigley. Of course, it's the Cardinals series, so you know it's gonna be absolutely. I mean, I'm saying electric too much, but I don't know. It was so energized. It was so pumped up. I'm at a loss for words just at how describing just how emotional this crowd was. We were 5 games above the Cardinals, looking for the sweep here. We did get that sweep, as you know. We went 2-0, but just to sweep the Cardinals at home for the first time with 100% capacity since September of 2019. When the last game at Wrigley, 100% capacity, the Cardinals swept us and knocked us out of the 2019 postseason race. Remember that? Not a lot of people remember that. Like, there was that game where Kimbrel was absolutely terrible at that point of the season, but Yachty and Paul DeYoung went back-to-back.
First pitch and a high fly ball. Left center at the wall. Gone! One pitch. And this one driven out to left center. Back-to-back.
To knock us out of the playoff contention, or the division contention. And that sucked. We got to revenge this game. The Cardinals now have 6 games back. But let's get into the game. As I said, I'll talk about the national anthem. That was absolutely insane. But going into the game, it was a great start. Zach Davies was due for a great start. As you see him on the screen here. I don't know what's going on with this camera work here by this guy at the third baseman. But I actually didn't know about the popcorn here that Mike Napoli and Javi Baez were eating. And I saw it on Twitter at the game, but I was surprised Baez was a healthy scratch because he was originally listed as a 4-hole in the lineup, but he was a scratched out for Sergio Alcantara, who made some great plays in the field last night. But there's Napoli, and Baez eating some popcorn on the bench. Edmund.
Fielder number 19, Tony Edmund.
Bum status. Edmund's such a bum. Everyone on the Cardinals is a bum.
And lined out to start the game, but Dylan Carlson's having a great rookie campaign.
Dylan Carlson, you're a bum! You're a bum, Dylan Carlson!
Strikes out looking on Zach Davies. Full count. Out. Fastball just got him, as Pat Hughes says right there. Just an absolute gem from both Martinez and Davies. Martinez is a pitcher who pitches 100%. He's emotional. He wears his pride on his sleeves. As Rizzo, 1-2 here, swings and misses, strike 3. I thought Rizzo was going to go deep during that bat. I really did. I thought the Cubs were going to take a good advantage. The wind kind of wasn't blowing that well in, as Paul DeYoung strikes out here on Zach Davies. And Zach Davies pitched well, had a no-hitter up into the 5th until I think it should have been called an error. But here's Jock Peterson, and grounds us. This is the error by Paul DeYoung that allows Eric Sogard to score, and this is when Carlos Martinez slammed the rosin bag. Like I said, he pitches with emotion. Martinez absolutely picked up the rosin bag. He picked up the rosin bag. I'll use my shoe for an example. Got up and just absolutely slammed it like it was John Cena on WWE Slam. Or it was like Gronk with the football, just spiked it in the ground. He was pissed about that error. I mean, Martinez pitched well. 7 innings, 0 earned runs, 6 strikeouts, only 1 walk. Martinez didn't deserve this loss. It's just Davies pitched better, you could say. And Cardinals couldn't hit Davies. They couldn't hit Kimbrel and couldn't hit DePera. I don't know what else to say. I mean, Martinez, when he gave up the hit to Zach Davies, he slammed his mitt on the ground. And he was like, he was pissed. He pitches a lot of emotion. Not the greatest, as Rizzo stepped up to the plate here in the bottom of the 3rd. 7 homers on the year. With 2 strikes, just slaps it right into right center field. And Bryant was able to make it a 3rd there. As that was, well, the error by DeYoung absolutely cost him. That was an insurance run for Davies. As the camera angles, that was the rooftops. It had to have been. As I thought Contreras, once again, I thought everyone was going to go deep here. But I almost, as Contreras strikes out here on a good fastball, Martinez falls down, throws. He absolutely overthrew on that one, threw as hard as he could to get out of that inning because he was pissed. But I think earlier in that inning, Wisdom was up. I thought Wisdom I literally go to Noah, who I sit next to him, like, I'm expecting a whiz bomb here. He flew out to the warning track, just warning track power. I almost called it. It would have been awesome. I think that would have been his 9th homer. It would have been sick. So we go to the bottom of the 4th. His Wisdom's up again. As he grounds out. Oh, this was an absolutely phenomenal play by Nolan Arenado. That's just insane play. That's why he's the best third baseman in the National League. That's why he's the best third baseman in baseball. Unfortunately, he's a bum in St. Louis, but you can't deny that he is the best third baseman in baseball. Even though Bryant's hitting well, he's the best third baseman in baseball. I don't think anyone's going to disagree with that. He's just so good. I just don't like him in a Cardinals uniform. He should go back to Denver. I mean, he came to the Cardinals to compete, but it's hard to compete when you're 4th in the division. I'm just saying, I have a point there. You can't argue with that one. As Arenado stepped up to the plate next inning and just absolutely gets fooled by Zach Davies. Got the sword out and then just walked back to the dugout with his head he had his head held right. Oh, I can't speak there. He held his head high because I don't know. But in that the same inning, a hit was given up. I think it was Tyler O'Neill hit a liner. I was actually getting peanuts in the stands when this happened, but I did see it because I went to the top. There's a peanut vendor, like the very top of like the 200 section, and if you know at Wrigley, the 200 section is behind the poles. So I sat in the row right even with the poles at Wrigley, but behind it, there's a peanut and beer vendor. I just got some peanuts from him. I saw it had to have been O'Neal hit the ball, but I didn't see what happened after, how it got past Wisdom. The camera angle was terrible. I think it hit off his glove. But Wisdom, I thought it should have been an air because it hit his eye. Once again, I didn't see it that well, but I did see Wisdom track it down in left field, short left field, shallow left field, pick it up, fire a bullet. I believe Sogard at second and tagged O'Neal out, who's trying to take that single into a double, which is very good because that's no stress pitches for Davies. As DeYoung here batted in the top of the sixth and got a generous strike 3 call for Davies. That was his 6th strikeout of the night and his final strikeout of the night. That was actually Davies' first 6+ strikeout game in over 17 starts. He's not a strikeout pitcher. Just couldn't hit him. As Edman grounded out to Rizzo to end the inning. That gets rid of the threat. 6 innings. 74 pitches. Very good command. You don't see that much in the MLB. 6 innings, only 74 pitches. As Rizzo, Contreras, and Happ was due up. They didn't do anything. Top of 7th. Arenado's back. Or Arenado. Arenado. I'm always bad at that pronunciation. And this is the great play by Sergio Alcantara I was talking about. That was a great play by Alcantara. It wasn't an Arenado style play, but it was a nice backhand, and he threw Arenado out. Oh, and here's this bum Yadier Molina. He blocked me on Instagram. He's such a bum. I hope this guy strikes out. You get a weak nubbler to Eric Sogard at second base. That guy deserves nothing. He can go back and rot in St. Louis. First ballot Hall of Famer, 2 World Series, but he can rot the rest of his career in that city with the eyesore, a parabola downtown, that metal structure with the weird elevator. Ooh. God, it's terrible. It's actually pretty dope. But it's in St. Louis, so it's got to be terrible. As Wisdom is 0-2 to Martinez here in the bottom of the 7th, right after Ron Santo led us with on the video board with the 7th inning stretch. And Tom Ricketts was in our section last night. Yeah, he was walking around. A lot of people were asking him for pictures before we get to this Jack Peterson at bat, but a lot of people were asking for pictures. Some drunk guy was yelling at him, "Hey, you should trade Bryant for some prospect." Like, no, we're contending. And this other guy was like telling him how we need to go get more starters. I'm like, yeah, we do, but he's not the one that controls all that. That's Jed. As Peterson popped out on the first pitch here. I thought Peterson was going to crack this game open here. He Disappointing. And I think this is a good time before we get to the top of the 8th to tell everyone to go follow the Zoomer Sports Instagram. Make sure you're subbed here too. Zoomer Sports Twitter, Zoomer Sports TikTok. Go follow us everywhere. The links will be in the description of the YouTube. Don't forget you can follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts. I can link those here. This video will only be on YouTube, not there, because this is not a full episode. This is just a quick trip through Wrigley. I'm going to show, after I get done with the recap, I'm going to show some of my videos, or I might mix some of them in. But, I went live on TikTok during Kimbrel's entrance, so I'll throw that in there, of course. It was awesome. It was 375 viewers at one point. It was pretty insane on TikTok. As I thought Edman actually hit this ball, got out of the bat. But he kind of got off the end here. I thought he was gone. I was going to be pissed. I was going to tie the game. But 2-2. I'm just saying, I thought he had that gone.
Craig Kimbrel!
It obviously wasn't. Was there any other crazy things at the game last night? I'm not thinking, but yeah, Kimbrel came in here. This is when I got, if you see my TikTok, I posted my reaction to the Cubs winning.
We're going to the World Series. Let's go! The Cubs don't win today. We're singing, go Cubs, go! Go Cubs, go! Hey Chicago, what do you say?
I was so hype. I was like, let's go! Let's go! We run this league now! Because we do. It's not the Dodgers, not the Padres, not the Rays. The Cubs run this league now. We got Kimbrel back in his, Mariano Rivera form, you want to call it, his reliever of the year form. We got Bryant hitting well. We got all these guys, Alcantara, Ortega, Wisdom, Sogard. These are no-name utility players playing awesome for us. This is how you win games. A lot of cup snakes in the outfield last night at the game. Now I'll show some clips of myself at the game, which is pretty fun, so stay tuned right now.
No, Hayward doesn't get the bat. Oh, I came to Wrigley just to see Jason Hayward bat, and it's not going to happen. I'm so disappointed. Come on, Willie. Oh, he stayed on it. Fouled it. Just failed. Oregon man's going crazy up there. This guy's wearing a Sox jersey to a Cubs game. What is going on? We got a Cardinals fan in the house. What a bum. What a bum.
We're going to the World Series. Let's go! The Cubs don't win today. We're singing, go Cubs, go! Go Cubs, go! Hey Chicago, what do you say?
Alright, thank you guys for watching. Make sure before you hit the like button on this, hit that thumbs up, pound that subscribe button, and make sure you hit the notification bell because you don't want to miss any more Zoomer Sports content. Pat and I filming an episode tomorrow morning, on June 15th. It's Flag Day, June 14th. This date is this video's coming. It's Flag Day today. Just forgot, just randomly came in my head, but make sure you hit the subscribe button. Follow us on all the other social media platforms. Link in our bio. See y'all.